so we're the Carries, and we're back to show you a recipe that this Carrie created. So it's a fun, sweet party Chex Mix that would be really ideal for maybe like Valentine's Day coming up if you wanted to do individualized handouts, or if not, because of COVID, just a fun, sweet Chex Mix. So I'm going to turn it over to Carrie to explain how to make it.
Okay, so I've kind of improvised from a bunch of different Chex recipes. I would say go find ones that you like the best and everything. So I've kind of tweaked this a lot, but basically you want to take your almond bark or candy melts. I don't usually use white chocolate because it doesn't seem to set up as well. You want to use 8 ounces. I put in 10 because I'm extra.
Extra sweet. That must be wrong.
Yeah, let's go with that. And so I went ahead and put that in the bowl first, melted it in 30-second increments until it got completely melted. Usually it takes about 4 or 5 times. And then you're going to take your Chex cereal. So this is going to be, most of your mix you want it to be like the cereal and pretzels or something like that. I always use just the rice Chex. You could use chocolate Chex, you could use, corn, whatever kind you want. So you're going to take about 4 cups worth. And I already measured these out, so you're going to dump it all in the bowl. Next is your pretzels, and usually you do about half that same amount, so about 2 cups worth. Again, because I put extra melt in, I usually throw a few extra pretzels and pieces of cereal in there. You can break these up if you want. You can use pretzel sticks instead if you prefer. I just kind of whatever I have on hand. And then you're going to take your candies. So I did M&M's because that's what I have. You could do Reese's. I've seen it done with candy corn for Halloween and all sorts of things. So you want to take about a cup, pour that on top. And then, so I've done Cheerios, which is what I have today because that's, again, what I have. I've done pecans. It turns out really well. You could use raisins, whatever you want. And take about half a cup. And you're going to pour that on there too. You're going to want some non-parallel sprinkles, not the sugar crystals because those will just melt. I've tried it before. But any colors you want, put those aside. And basically you're going to take your spoon and just start mixing it in here. Now this process does take a good couple minutes sometimes because you want to make sure you get everything evenly coated. And because all of that like almond bark is at the bottom of the bowl, it's going to take quite a bit of stirring up. So just going to do this. Yeah, I know this is boring. I'm sorry, y'all. But again, you can use whatever kind of cereal you want. You could use Cocoa Puffs and all chocolate candies and make it super chocolatey, whatever. Some people like the Muddy Chex where you use powdered sugar instead. I just personally prefer the almond bark. I always get compliments on it. I kind of took this from a Halloween recipe that instead of the M&M's and Cheerios, it had candy corn and raisins. It was really good, but it's super sweet. And if you don't like candy corn or raisins, then you're kind of out of luck. But so that's pretty well mixed. And then you can measure these out. It calls for about 1/4 cup. I always just sprinkle them on, honestly. They do have a little sweetness to them, but to me they're more for decor than anything else to make them all pretty and colorful. So I just kind of mix them up in there, and usually I'll do that at least a couple times, maybe 3 times. For the holidays, you can do green and red or white and blue. Valentine's, you could do pink, red, and white, whatever you want. And then you're going to take, so today I brought one of these disposable pans just for ease, but I would suggest probably using like a cookie sheet that's a little bit longer. But you're going to want to take parchment paper, not wax paper. And basically you're just going to pour all of it in there on your parchment paper. And you can kind of mix it together that way too, like if you see that there's some cereal that's not coated or whatever. And I scrape all of it out of the bowl. And like I said, a longer cookie sheet would probably be better because it's not going to take as long to set up. as it will in something kind of condensed like this. But basically, you don't want to touch it for a little bit.
That's going to be hard to wait.
Well, it's going to be a goofy mess right now, but it might still taste good that way. But so you probably want to let it set for about 30 minutes, harden up some, and probably if you have a cookie sheet, it won't take as long. And then basically break it up. You can put it in individual baggies, put it in a bowl. You do you. But that's about it.
So that is the fabulous Carrie showing us how to do her party Chex Mix. We hope y'all enjoy it, and until next time.
Bye.